Welcome to another installment of LebanonSportsBuzz.com presents. Today we're here with Palmyra football coach Chris Pope. Coach, it's kind of a special day today. Today's National Signing Day, and it's National Signing Day at Palmyra too as well. Just talk a little bit about your feelings and thoughts of what went on here today.
Oh yeah, it is very exciting. I mean, to have two players that you spend so much time with have the opportunity to sign today and continue their student athletic careers. It's just super. Seeing John take the next step at the University of Connecticut, and then Preston, ultimately signing and going to Longwood with baseball, but still interacting with them so much. You get to know these guys on a really personal level, and you're kind of a part of it. You're sitting there right with their family, and you're not necessarily family, but you're almost there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Coach, you're part of the family, I think, from what I can tell. But one of the comments I heard about John is that from the 7th grade, or I don't know exactly when, that he's been working towards this. That this was kind of a goal for him to be a Division I athlete. Is that true?
Yeah, ever since I've known John, he set his sights somewhere in middle school, right around there. He decided that that would be his goal, and there's not too many student athletes that are willing to put in the time to make a goal like that a reality. And I mean, every day John wakes up and the focus of his day, all points to the same direction, and that was that ultimate goal. And I guess that's why you're so happy for him today, because he made a goal, he worked hard, and that goal is now a reality. And John's now a UConn Husky.
Hey, Coach, John's, obviously he's a great linebacker. Tell me kind of what he brings to the table and just his special qualities.
He's an outstanding linebacker. Since I've been here at Palmyra, and I started somewhere in '96. He's one of the best linebackers I've ever had, right along the caliber of Joe Rockington, who finished his career at Notre Dame.
Right.
And John, he brings athleticism, he brings speed, power, and aggression, and he's really football smart. And he's really developed himself, and he's going to be able to take that to the next level. And I look forward to seeing what happens at UConn. I think he's going to find a lot of success there.
He kind of has that prototypical linebacker, like that Division I linebacker build, right? That's what I see in John.
He is really a true 4-3 middle linebacker. Today's modern football game, there's so many different defenses out there that use lighter guys, almost quasi safety types that are down at linebacker. But John is truly a prototypical 4-3 middle linebacker who speed, aggression, stopping power, that kind of thing.
Hey, Coach, you guys had a great year this fall. Has that sunk in for you? When we've talked before, I always thought you were kind of like clouded by the trees a little bit. Now that you've been able to take it.
Yeah, it was a great experience, and sure, obviously getting into playoffs this year and then winning our first playoff game in the fashion that we did against Mannheim Central is just unbelievable. The whole thing was unbelievable. But this is a great day as well. It's all part of that, and we're already 8 weeks into lifting for next year.
Oh wow, great, awesome.
And, it's great. You can cherish those moments, but like I tell our players, in sports, the thing is what people want to know is what can you do today.
Right. Right.
And we can cherish that time, and we now have to get ready for the new season. That's what we're working on.
Hey, Coach, I know it was a great effort. You have a lot of good players. Tell me the roles that both Preston and John played in your success this fall.
Well, first and foremost, we had 4 captains, and they are two of our 4, and they exerted tremendous leadership. We had great leadership this year, and so they exerted leadership on and off the field. And then playing wise, Preston, he had a great junior year. He really didn't in any regard, but he just really had a breakout year this year. Obviously, everybody understands, he rushed for 2,200 and some yards, and just became a huge offensive presence. And then equally, was a good linebacker, a good outside linebacker. John, if you say Preston headed up the offense, then John headed up our defense.
Right.
He was a very good offensive guard for us, but obviously his stop and power at linebacker, we run a 4-3, and when you have John sitting in the middle, everything works. you know. So what he brought on the defensive side of the ball then was equally what Preston brought on the offense.
Hey, Coach, talk a little bit about Preston and what kind, had he made that decision, what kind of a college player Preston could have been.
Oh, I definitely think that Preston would be a shoe-in at a D2 school, and I believe he probably would. I mean, I had some, there were D1 schools that were looking at him, your 1AA type schools, and I think he definitely could have been successful at that level. It would have been interesting to see, but I'm just happy I'm happy for Preston. I can't wait. We're definitely going to make the trip down south to see Preston. We'll probably stop in and see Will at Duke and make it a doubleheader. But it'll be neat to see.
I think in talking to Preston, he followed his heart, right? I mean, I know he's a great football player, but in the end, I think baseball won out, right?
It's his passion. I think every kid, every student athlete has something that he really likes. And I guess what's unusual today is the multi-sport athlete starting to die away a little bit. There's so much specialization, so much pressure about specialization. But with these multi-sport athletes, there's one that's always close to their heart, and that's the way it was with Preston, I believe. Baseball is really close to his heart. He's a great baseball player.
Hey, Coach, listen, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comments. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
I just want to wish both of them well, and I can't wait to see them play on and get the opportunity to watch them grow as athletes and young men.
Hey, Coach, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.